Prime Multitrack makes for a really great practice tool for band members. The first thing you need to do is load the set list that your worship leader has sent you. So what I will do if I am playing, I'll go to Setlists and click on Shared with Me. And now I see, oh, there's Sunday Karen's, July 2nd. Click on that, I can get a preview of the songs that are on it. I'm going to hit Load Set List, and boom, it's going to download the songs for the week, and then I'm ready to practice. We have all the different channels for each song as faders here, and you can slide it up and down if there's more tracks, but I think that in this case they're all showing here. And some tracks will have more channels than others. So as you start playing, obviously you can fade each one up and down if you want to just hear more of one or less of one. If you want to hear the whole mix, everything's up right now. You've also got your click and your cues. And if you're setting up your app for the first time, we might need to go and select the default click sound. The one that we usually use is if you click on the gear in the top right corner, select click sound. It's going to be digital is the one we usually use. I think the default is cedar. You're welcome to play with it, but I think when you've got a lot of sounds in your mix, the digital one seems to come out more clearly and it's easier to follow. Make sure if you don't hear a click on this click side, there's a little gear. What you want to do is make sure this dynamic click is on. The only time you wouldn't want that on is if there's a song where there's it comes with a click track and maybe like the tempo changes, or for some reason the thing is off sync or something, you can turn it off. But for most songs, we'll want to make sure that's on. The click accent is just going to give you that downbeat, ding, ding, ding. So it'll give you that high note to let you know what the downbeat is. But you can turn it off if for some reason there's an issue. The last thing is the click subdivision. That's just how often it's going to click in the tempo. So what happens is if you have a slower tempo, like usually I would say under 100 maybe, you'll probably want to increase that subdivision to 2. So instead of like 1, 2, 3, 4, we really want to hear 1, 2, 3, 4, just to help us stay on the beat a little bit better. In this case, our song's at 138 BPM, so I'd say we're pretty good on just the one subdivision there. Now, as you're practicing, kind of the two main ways that you can probably use this to practice. One, if you're kind of learning it for the first time, the nice thing is you can solo a channel. So let's say I'm playing drums. I've never played the song before. I'm going to solo the drum track. I'm going to hit play. And if you want to hear the click, you can add solo the click as well. So I can hear just the drums, what it's doing, learn it, make sure I'm playing it right. I can even skip forward. I want to hear the chorus. How do they play the drums in the chorus part? Okay, great. I think I feel good about the song. I'm ready to play. So you could probably play with everything as you're kind of still getting more comfortable with it. So you hear the whole song. Let's see here. Leaving the drum in there so I can still reference it as I'm practicing, learning, and feel more comfortable. Now I feel really good about it. I want to try practicing as if I was playing on Thursday with a band, but I don't want to hear the drums to throw me off, so I'm going to mute the drums. So I am the drummer and everybody else is on. So let's just listen to that. 4. So now I can play my drum part and hear the whole band. Cora, 2, 3, 4. So it's it's pretty simple to use, and those are the kind of ways I feel like it's super helpful you can use to practice, especially because these songs will be in the right arrangement, in the right key, which you can't really get from YouTube. It's a great way to kind of practice and help get you ready for Sunday.